Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Thank you for joining us today on this crazy journey. Hope that all is well. Well, we're here in 2022. How's it going? How's everything for you so far? I'm actually very excited about this year. I think it's going to be a year of possibility and possibilities that will take me, I don't know, you never do know. You look back on a year and you think, wow, that wasn't my intention or my desire, but it was so much fun. And I'm looking forward to 22. I hope that you are as well. But it's kind of planning time, isn't it? As you sort of get through that first glow of the beginning of the year and you start thinking like, you know, what's this year going to look like? How am I going to plan my activities, my travel, hopefully, my visits to family, my projects, all the things that I just, want to do going into this new year. Now, many of you probably like me have got like a planner, like a book that's kind of a diary. I've got a really pretty one. It's kind of my, I love this pattern, but it's my diary for 22. And I'm using it. It's just a monthly planner and it's old school. It's got like really big, sections for writing down words of the day and all these things. And I use it and I love it. And I think getting something that's really pretty and, evocative, I put it right on my desk. I keep it right there, and it reminds me how beautiful it is and how beautiful this day is going to be as I write in it. So that's my planner. We've all got planners and schedulers, and we don't want to miss dentist appointments and all the rest. But the real thing is like the vision. And I think this conversation today is about how to imagine your way to a world of possibilities using something like a vision board. Now, this isn't just about vision boards. It's going to be about sort of how to put yourself in the mindset to accept things as they come into your life. And there's many things that will happen probably that are unexpected, that will kind of, they'll go on the edges of what we hoped would happen, or they'll be completely surprised. But one of our bloggers, Marcia Smalley, wrote an article that I'm kind of going to follow the format, because I think hers is a really good way of grounding yourself and giving yourself permission to say, what if? What if I was to, and a vision board or a creative collage or whatever you want to call it doesn't have to be like a road map with road signs and speed limits and whatever. It's a vision board of the world of possibility that you see potentially coming into your life. And if you had to write down like the ones that you really want to be part of your world, that they will be on this vision board. Has anybody ever done a vision board before? Now, I'm guessing that lots of people are holding their hands up and saying, yes, I have, because it's a very familiar thing to do. And a lot of people say, I'm going to do a vision board, but doing one is another thing. Actually getting a piece of cardboard or a big piece of board and then going through different places to find pictures, giving yourself the time to meditate on words and images and ideas that you might want to bring into the year. It really is. It's a show for your subconscious. It's all about the subconscious. It's not about the things that you've written down in your planner. This is what I'm going to do on a certain date. It's actually the bigger, image of where in general things are going to take you. So if you're thinking of who you want to become, where you want to be, how you want to be, here's some steps. So first of all, choose your format. A lot of people use a big bulletin board. I'm actually working on mine at the moment. I'll take a picture when it's done and then I can post it maybe for you to see. But, I just use a big piece of black card. And I don't know why I use black as a backdrop. I kind of just like how things appear when you put it onto a black background. So you can use a poster board, you can use cards, you can like a series of cards, you can use, just like paper, just normal typing paper. I suppose they probably have online vision boards. Has anybody ever found that? That would be such an unusual thing not to have. I should have checked that before I started talking, but I'm sure that you can do this online too. And I actually do photo collages. I haven't got one right near me, but every year I do go to a photo collage that I've created of just me and my family. And I add another row, or I take some pictures out and I do it in PowerPoint, just a simple, and I do that, but this is something different. So anyway, find the material that you're going to use. And then step 2. Ask yourself what your heart really desires. Okay, so I'll wait a couple of years because it takes a while. It's a really hard question. What is your heart really? This always happens actually at Christmas time in my family, is that my son or somebody will say, okay, everybody, let's go around the table and talk about what our dreams are for 22. And it's like suddenly my mind goes completely blank, like I have no idea. Does that happen to you? I mean, it is such a common thing that, people say, okay, let's use this New Year's opportunity to state what we really want next year. So I guess the secret is that whatever you come up with is important. So my heart's desire is to travel around Wales by train. That's one of my goals, because my dad was born in Wales, never been there. I've been to Cardiff, just one city, but I want to go by train. So that's one of my dreams, one of my plans. It's not in my book yet. I haven't got a month. Who knows when we're traveling? But anyway, that's one of the things. It's one of my heart desires. And now the thing that Marcia reminds us is, that's great, wonderful, write it down, train trip to Wales. But really, the most important question is not in that definition of what it is. It's the word why. Why? Why do I want to go by train around Wales? Well, I want to go on a train trip around Wales because my dad was born there, and I feel it is my heritage. I feel it is in my heart to go to the place where he was born, the area that he was born, and just experience that, and to go and to somehow solidify my connection to a family that over the many, many years of my life has been very, very pulled apart and not together. My mom died very young. My dad left and he died very young. So it was, anyway, that's why I want to go. I want to go because I want to re-establish a connection with my family. Now that is really important. That's the really important reason that I take a picture of the mountains in Brecon, and I actually put it on my vision board, and then a train. And I love trains because, and there's a why for trains, because they're slow, because they're thoughtful, because they bring out the best in me. They make me appreciate being on the ground and moving towards something I'm anxious to see. Or it's a time machine for me. I've always said that trains were time machines because they take you back in your memories, and they take you forward into the where you're going, your destination. So anyway, so that I've spent a bit of time on that because I do think it's important. So when you are listing your heart's desires, which are these things on a vision board, ask yourself why. And say, I would like $1 million. That would be in my plan. I would like $1 million. Well, of course, everybody maybe would like some extra money, but the question to ask yourself is why? Why? Why do you want some money? And you might be laughing at me now, saying, "Well, Margaret, of course I can buy food, I can pay my rent," and that's obviously goes without saying. But it's not the things that the money will buy. In a way, it could be partially that, but it's also just the fact that you have a gap in your life that having some extra money would help you fill, that you could travel, you could buy something nice for your house, you could put your grandchildren through school, you could, you can list all the things that you might want to do with that extra $1 million that you have. Maybe bring it down a bit. I don't know, just an idea. But anyway, deep down, what will it bring you? Security, freedom to, freedom from. Could mean a lot of things. So anyway, step 3 is probably the most fun part, and that is to find the images that represent that. And these are fun because you can go out into get magazines, you can go online, and you can do doodles, you can do your own sort of illustrations, but do it leisurely. Have fun with it. Don't make it like I've got to find a picture of a Sedona mountain because I want to go to Sedona. I'm just don't know where that came from. But anyway, the point is that you just have to take it easy. It comes to you through use glue, tapes, pins, stickers, whatever, to put it all together in this beautiful board. And the images should be the fun part because, and maybe you do it as a combination because, the why will often come out in the pictures that you choose. So you can go back and forwards around in a circle. But I think it's really fun. I love the idea of vision boards, and I probably should maybe make this into a vision board part itself because it's got such a cool design on it, and I want beauty in my life. This is what I want too in this year. So anywho, I guess if you haven't created a vision board, are you going to do it? It doesn't have to be a shrine. It doesn't have to be like something really serious, and you don't have to memorize it and sort of quiz yourself on it. You just do it, and then you just go into your inner, that subconscious, and you just say, thank you. This is my gift to myself, or this is my year ahead. This is what I think is going to be important to me. And then when something happens that's significant, that you remember is on your board, go back and remind yourself. I don't think my son's watching this video, so I can actually say that, tell this example, but when he was very young, like maybe, I don't know, 13, 14, he wasn't like very old, teenager, he did a vision board. I think it was something to do with school, and he had to do a vision board, and he did this vision board, and it was the most incredible collage of pictures of places and statues, and there was this huge mountains in the background, and then like a block of like houses around the mountains. And right now I could take you to his house, and that's where he lives. He's 40. I mean, it was very, very eerie. When I found that vision board, he'd made a copy. It was just too eerie, because this is what tends to happen. We don't even pay attention. So when something happens that matches, make a note. Have you ever created a vision board? A creative collage? Let us know in the section below. I've gone on a little bit here, but I just wanted to make sure that you felt inspired by it like I want you to be. But most of all, to know why you're asking for these things. And as they unfold, make a note to yourself that you have power over your subconscious mind. It can take you places. Okay, everybody, have a fabulous day. Please subscribe, like the video, share it around the world. We've got lots of women who can use this message and be sisters of ours on a global level, and know that you're loved, and take good care of yourself. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.